There are three completely different buyers who could look at this Fort Worth property and see three completely different opportunities. One's going to see a fixer to renovate. Another one's going to see more than 2,100 square feet close to downtown Fort Worth where they can live, improve it over time, and create equity. And the third is looking beyond the house at the land and the long-term potential of the area. And this drive is going to show you exactly why. So we're just minutes from downtown Fort Worth, the Trinity River, the famous North Side and stockyards, and right alongside the massive Panther Island redevelopment area. You see, Panther Island is planned as a walkable, mixed-use waterfront community with thousands of residences, restaurants, businesses, parks, trails, and new connections between downtown Fort Worth and the stockyards. But development is already happening outside of Panther Island. As we move through the Rock Island, Samuel Avenues area, what you're seeing is newer apartments and condos mixed with some of Fort Worth's original housing. You got the Trinity Trails, the Tarrant County College's Trinity River campus. Can we keep saying Trinity River? You've got downtown just minutes away and easy access to the famous stockyards and North Side. Now watch, because the neighborhood is going to change. We're moving from newer development into an area that hasn't completely transformed yet. They're older homes, vacant land, railroad infrastructure, and new residential development all mixed together. And that's where the opportunity gets super interesting. You see, the comps I've analyzed show homes needing renovation adjusting to approximately in the low 200s, while the updated properties are adjusting well into the 300s and above. So you could renovate and sell it. You could live here and create equity, or you could take the longer view. You see, because the property we're going to be pulling up sits on roughly 7,800 square feet, and get this, the legal description actually contains 3 original platted lots. Now that doesn't mean you can go build 3 houses here today, because current zoning doesn't allow me to make that claim. But could someone renovate this, hold it as a rental, watch the area continue to develop, and investigate what might be a possible with the land someday? That's where the buyer number 3 comes in. And now, that's why we're here. I want to show you the land before we ever step inside. Okay, standing here in front of the house, I'm not going to give you the HGTV version of this and make you think that you can slap on some paint or change out countertops and this is going to do the job. This is over 2,100 square feet. You can see it goes all the way back there. This portion was the original part of the house, and then you can see the extension to the back. Lot line going all the way back there, all the way over here to the side. As I mentioned, 3 different lots. There is the park with tennis courts right across the street, playground here. Now just giving you, there's only 3 other houses that are on this street. I think these are supposed to be little small homes, container homes that are being built right there. So we're going to walk on through. As I mentioned, this is not the HGTV version. No paint or countertops. This is going to create an opportunity for 3 different types of buyers. And we're going to talk a little bit more about all of that. All right. Over 2,100 square feet, walking straight into the living quarters here. You have original wood floors, which have all that great character. There is wood paneling here. Now that you could paint, of course. And then the ceiling is more of that tile type of ceiling. Now I've walked this foundation, and I have sold pier and beam foundation before. And it really seems pretty. I'm not a foundation person or an expert or an engineer by any means. But what I will say is that I do not feel a lot of sloping throughout the house. All right, so really cute fireplace right here. And then we're into the kitchen. So this is 3 bedrooms, and it is 1.5 bathrooms. And I'm going to show you where you have potential to, if it was me renovating, what I would do. And just to start here in the front, what I would do is probably knock out some of this wall right here into the kitchen and open it up. There is a bedroom right over there. We'll go in and take a look at that here in a minute. Now, as I mentioned, this, and maybe I haven't mentioned it yet, but there is no central HVAC system here, so one will need to be installed. So if you're the renovator, first thing I would take a look at is, can we install central air and central heat? There is some cracking. Let me just kind of zoom into here. There has been some cracking in the walls, but again, this is a 1940s house. You can see up here, you've got some of the seam coming off here. But otherwise, this has been in the family, owned by the seller's parents, and now she is the owner of this house. Flooring in the kitchen is just linoleum. Again, I'm not going to really go through and show you countertops or anything like that that I normally show in some of the other homes, because I know if you're going to buy this, then you're probably going to remodel it anyway, so no need to go into all that. There's a pantry here. I'm just going to show you the space, because this also could be, if you are going to be remodeling, where you can open up, what you can do, because this is really a good sized kitchen. It does go straight out here into the utility room. So now there's the washer and dryer, as you can see, is in the kitchen. You'd probably want to relocate that to this space that goes out to the backyard. All right, so although there is no central AC, they do have the unit here, and they do have some window units. And of course, you can see we're operating with fans. So I'm telling you right now, this is the hottest week of the year. It's like 109 degrees, and I feel very comfortable in this house right now. So the wood floors, again, I would salvage these wood floors. There's a closet here. And then also the bathroom. I can't turn on the lights. The light's not working in here. But this is a really spacious, full-size bathroom. Tub. It is very livable, although yes, you might want the to install the central HVAC system. But see, this space here is really a good space. You could put a really nice size cabinet. I would not relocate the bathroom. I would keep the bathroom here. I would keep this as one bathroom. I'm going to show you where to put in the next bathroom. So that would be the shared bathroom. Remember these old telephone areas right here? Okay. Hallway. So this was originally the secondary bedroom. See how spacious this is? Really good size room. And this closet, I'm going to talk about this closet here for a second, because it opens up and goes through. I don't know if you can see back there, it goes through to that where the master bathroom has been relocated to for a closet. But I also think that you could use some of this space because the master is back through there, and you can use this space to expand the other bathroom that's in currently the master suite. So back through the hall. So this is where the original part of the house stopped. And then this is the closet space. Really big size closet, as you can see here. Once I turn on the light, walk-in closet. All right, I'm going to continue to show you throughout. I don't know if you can see in there, there is some settling that's been there. Popcorn ceilings. And this is the addition. So it's still pier and beam, but this is the addition for the primary, as I guess you might want to call it, suite. And again, this is the closet that I mentioned to you that went through to the other side. So you can see how deep that goes. The bathroom is right here. So what my thought is to take some of this space and make this into a fit, because you can see you just have the sink and a toilet area here. But if you were to push it back and redesign it so that you have more of the space to put in a shower, because this is, like I said, over 2,100 square feet. So you've got plenty of space to be able to do that. You just need to reconfigure it. All right, and then this was originally the primary suite and is now the other bedroom. So all these bedrooms, really good size, and with almost 21.5 square feet, you have the space to be able to open it up. Two big things that I would do: central HVAC system. Definitely check the foundation. Maybe it needs a little shimmy or something here or there. I don't think that it's anything major from what I can tell, at least. Again, I'm not an engineer. But then I would also look at the electrical, because you probably will need to update some electrical to fit in the HVAC system. Move the utility room into the utility room. Open the space up, and then it's all cosmetic from there. Plumbing too, don't forget the plumbing. So major components: plumbing, electric, foundation, roof, of course, and central HVAC system. All right, we're gonna go out and tour the outside now. Here on the side of the house, you do have a garage. It is slab. The garage door is functional, so you can pull in and put your vehicle there. Again, just to give you the perspective, the side of the house is over where the park is, and of course you've got the train there over to the left side. Into the garage. Garage door is still in good shape and has lots of shelving inside of here. And again, I'm not an inspector here, but it seems fully functional. It does lead straight into the backyard here, where you have the chain link fence. And then, so this part of the backyard is fenced in. As you can, it does have some trees that have been a little bit overgrown, but it does have the fence that goes back here. I do want to highlight that the outside could use a little bit of TLC too, if you're going to invest in having this redone. Just to zoom in on the condition here. You will need to have the trim redone and the outside of the boards. Okay, so you can see the depth. I don't know if you can tell here where the fence line goes right past this tree right here, and then all the way back through. So you've got all this tons of side yard that I showed you at the very beginning. So now that you've seen the house, the land, and what's happening around this part of Fort Worth, I'm curious to know, what would you do with it? Would you renovate it or resell it? Buy it, live in it, create your own equity? Or would you play the long game, renovate it, rent it, and hold onto the land while you watch Rock Island, Samuels Avenue, and Panther Island continue to change? Because that's what makes this property so interesting to me. You're not just making a decision about the house as it sits today. You're making a decision about where you think this part of Fort Worth is going to be going to. So tell me in the comments, are you going to be buyer number 1? Are you going to be buyer number 2 or buyer number 3? And if you are buyer number 3, what I'd like to know is, what do you think this neighborhood looks like 10 years from now? Well, I'm Callie Spencer with Ritchie Realty, and I'll keep showing you the parts of North Texas that you probably won't find in the listing photos. So make sure you are subscribing and following and staying in tune, because each week I'm bringing you a new opportunity here in North Texas. Until next week and until next time, cheers. By the way, pay attention to some of our shorts during the interim. See you next time.